appropriate culture on a team?
You know, that's a big word. And I'll sum it up in this one because it's one of the many things, the first thing that came to my brain. The standard is never, this is a stolen quote, right? The standard is never what you preach, it's what you tolerate. The reality is, if I tell you that you must wear an orange shirt today if you sit at this table, well, that's orange, right? It's peach, orange, all right, we'll call it orange. You must wear an orange shirt, but I let everyone else here sit in the shirts that aren't orange. I let you sit here, the standard is now gone. Orange shirt doesn't matter. If I say you have to run to spot X or finish the play with technique F, if I let someone get away with it, the standard is now what I let them get away with. And I think it doesn't mean you have to be negative. It doesn't mean you have to be an old school, gruffy guy. It just means that's not the standard. I can't play you. You're not ready yet, right? You're not living up to the standard. I think you can sum up a lot of things that way and doing it in a positive way. The kids enjoy being around. Just telling them the truth.
What's been done here to make sure?
Sorry, Chris, I'll come to you.
You're fine, you're fine.
I'm sorry, Chris. What's been done here to make sure that the culture is appropriate?
Well, it always starts from the top down. I think Coach Narduzzi has done a fantastic job of being himself. You know, his personality is one of energy and passion. He holds kids accountable to the standards that we have. Anything from if you're in a meeting, your hat has to be off. If you're in the meal room, your hat, no, you're good. We're not in a meeting, right? You know, there's simple standards, but that's all. Hey, listen, we do have standards. It's not punishment, and to his credit, times have changed. The standards have adjusted appropriately, right? And I'm not talking about Coach Dewey's. I'm talking about my past. It used to be you couldn't wear an earring in the building, well, you get laughed at. No, just in general, period, across college football. You can't do that anymore. Well, now we don't like our kids to wear earrings other than game day because they got to have their swag, but we don't want them to get hurt. We don't want them to get stabbed, you know, things like that. So he's done a great job of setting appropriate standards, holding them to it, and then morphing and adjusting as times change.
When I remember speaking on the standards part, about 2 years ago we were sitting here and you told me about how Nakai at one point posted on Twitter, like, yo, nice Hulk when I'm getting recruited by a coach, you know, and mean Hulk when he's coaching me. How have you seen him take that on? Because that was, you know, how he first reacted to me, like, whoa, Coach Partridge is like this. But now Nakai, Dayon says he's a lot further along than he was, you know, where he was at.
He is, and I think it's all maturity and understanding. You know, I think when someone criticizes any human and then comes back around and says, here's why I did that. I love you the same way I did when I was in your house and when I was recruiting you. That has not changed. I think people with less maturity don't even hear the second part. They can't stop thinking about the criticism. As you mature, even as adults, right? How many of us have been criticized and you can't let go of it for days? I'm still there. I think we all are, right? But as we mature, the time frame where you can say, you know what, they had that person, whoever it is, had a good point. And he's at that point now, where he's hearing the criticism to get it fixed instead of worrying about feelings. It's not about feelings.
It seems like you got him, you got Dan, you got Bam, and you got other guys that you're now working in on the edge group.
Yeah.
That you still have a rotation despite all these guys that they've now gone to the NFL.
We do. Like you said, Temple, who's a guy that we kind of miss saying because he's had some injury issues, but he's a guy that has shown us flashes of really, really good football. You mentioned the guys, Sam O and Jimmy Scott, two kids coming out of the red shirt year that have a ton of talent. It's just when everything's moving fast and the whole playbook is in, how far have they come from a year ago? They made tremendous leaps. Are they game ready? We'll find out.
I saw you at Steelers OTAs talking